Today's topic is Dhatu, vruddhi and xaya laxana. So the body tissues which nourishes our body, which does the functional and anatomical support to the body, are nothing but the dhatu or a body tissues. So what is the lakshana? If they go hamper, if they go increase or decrease, then we will see there are 7 dhatu are there: Rasa, Rakta, mamsa, meda, asthi, majja and shukra. So what is the lakshana of their impairment? First, the Rasa Dhatu. What is the vruddhi lakshana of Rasa Dhatu? Rasya api shleshmavat. As in a previous video, we have discussed that dosha vruddhi kshaya lakshana. In that, Rasa vruddhi lakshana will be similar to that of the shleshma vruddhi lakshana, the kapha vruddhi lakshana. That is Shleshmagni Sadana, Praseka, Alasya, Gauravam, Shvaitya Shaitya Shlatangatuam, Shwasa Kasati Nidrataha. Due to the increased kapha or increased rasa, both the symptoms will be similar. That is Praseka, the drooling will be there. Agni Sadana, the lack of a digestive fire will be there. Agni Mandyata will be there. Indigestion is going to take place. And Alasya, the laziness will be there. Excessive kledatva in the body will be there. And kaphaji disorders like shwasa, kasa and excessive hypersomnia, the hypersomnia will occur. These are the symptoms of a rasa vruddhi. And what is the symptom of a rasa kshaya? Rase rauksham, shramaha shosho, glani, shabda asahishnuta. So when rasa dhatu, the lymph or nothing but the ahara rasa, the main dhatu which creates the further coming uttara dhatu poshana, which does is a main rasa dhatu. If that is decreased, rase rauksham, there will be a parushyata, one which gives the kledatva is rasa. So when it is decreased, there will be a parushyata, roughness and dryness of the skin is going to take place. Shrama, by the simple work or a simple sitting also, the person will feel very exhausted, very tired. The weakness will persist and will be there in a rasa dhatu kshayita person. And shosha, due to the rasa dhatu kshaya, there will be no formation of a further dhatu. So uttara dhatus will be in a kupita avasta. Kuposhana will take place in the person. So shosha, emaciation is going to take place. And glani, the body ache going to take place due to the excessive vata, due to the rasa kshaya. And shabda asahishnu, the person will be in a irritant nature and he can't tolerate the excessive sound or a little sound, he will get easily irritated. And next comes the Rakta Dhatu. So what is the vruddhi lakshana of Rakta Dhatu? The blood. Raktam visarpa pliha vidradin, kushta vatasra pittasra gulma upakusha kamalaha, vyangyagni nasha sammoha, raktatvak netra mutrataha. So when Rakta Dhatu, the blood is in increased manner, it presents the symptoms like visarpa, the herpes or genital herpes or a physical herpes, the herpes zoster or the other kind of a herpes is going to take place, or herpes nothing but the skin lesions or skin problems is going to take place when the Rakta Dhatu is in vruddhi avasta. And pliha, the splenomegaly may takes place because the originating place of the blood is nothing but the spleen, so splenomegaly takes place. Vidradhi, the one of the kind of abscess is going to take place. And kushta, the variety of a skin disorders is going to take place. That may be a simple acne or a breakouts to the most complicated herpes like kakanaka may takes place. And vatasra, the vata rakta, pitta rakta pitta, the bleeding disorder. Vata rakta is nothing but the joint disorder which is caused due to the pathology of a vata and rakta togetherly, they combined and produces the pain in the small joints and stiffness will be there. And pittasra, the rakta pitta, nothing but the rakta pitta. Asra is the rakta, so pittasra nothing but rakta pitta. Rakta pitta is the bleeding disorder. When there is a together pathogenesis of rakta and pitta is there inside the body, the person will have the natural tendency without any cause, external injuries or external causes, the blood is going to bleed through the body without the injurious reason, unpredictably. So these kind of a disease is going to take place in the body when Rakta Dhatu is in vruddhi avastha. Gulma is going to take place, and upakusha and kamala, due to the excessive blood, there will be a decrease of a ranjaka pitta, nothing but the hemoglobin which we call. So it's not possible to fulfill the need of the hemoglobin, so there may be a chances of causing the kamala, nothing but jaundice. And vyanga, the pigmentation or a skin disorder. Agni Nasha, due to the increased Rakta, there may be going to the Agni Nasha, nothing but the Agni Sadhana or indigestion is going to take place. Sammoha, the dizziness may occur. Rakta Tvak Netra Mutrataha, the reddish discoloration of a Tvak, the skin, Netra, the eye, and Mutra, the stool, urine is going to discolor in a red color manner. So these are the Rakta Vruddhi Lakshanas. And Xaya. Rakte Amla Shishira Priti, Shira Shaithilya Rukshataha. So Rakta, when it is in decrease, there may be a Amla Priti, a Shishira Priti. The person is going to have a liking or a has the bayake, what we will call that, wish to have the amla rasatmaka dravyas, wish to have a sour kind of a foods, like when comes to the pregnancy, there is a decrease of there is a increased need of a citric acid, and there will also be Rakta Dhatu Xaya avasta will be there. That's why the pregnant woman or the Rakta Kshayita person will have the tendency to eat the sour foods. And Shishira Priti, he or she likes to have a cold kind of a climate, cold, Shishira nothing but a cold, Shishira Ritucharya, the cold climatic environment or Ahara Vihara they will like. And Shira Shaitilyata, there will be a blankness of a head is going to take place. And Rukshata, there will be a dryness all over the body when Rakta Dhatu is in Kshaya avasta. The third one is mamsa dhatu, musculature of the body or a muscle tissue. So what is the vruddhi and kshaya avastha of these muscular tissue is going to cause a disease in the body? We will see now. So mamsa dhatu vruddhi lakshana. Mamsam gandarbudha granthi gandor udhara vruddhitaha kanthadi ishvadi mamsamcha. So when mamsa dhatu in vruddhavastha in the body, it causes ganda, nothing but the galaganda, the goiter, the enlargement of glands, arbuda, enlargement of spleen or a granthi, the abscess is going to take place. Gandor udhara vruddhitaha, there is a increased musculature or a increase in the size of the udara, nothing but the at belly fat, or usually we will call the double chin, double cheek, and excessive musculature is going to grow in a inappropriate manner. So that is nothing but the mamsa dhatu vruddhi lakshana. And kantadi, kanta adi pradeshas, like in a neck region or a buttock region or a chest region or a belly region, or in where thigh region, the unwanted muscle tissue is going to deposit in the body and it hampers the body shape. That kanthadishvati adi mamsamcha, the excessive adi mamsa is nothing but the excessive musculature is going to deposit in the body, and these are the symptoms of a mamsa vruddhi. And mamsa kshaya lakshana, what is happens if the musculature will decrease in the body? Mamse akshaglani gandas fik shushkata sandhivedhana. So when mamsa dhatu is decreased, akshaglani, akshadi, the indriyas, the panchendriyas is going to diminish their work because of the stability is nothing but the mamsa dhatu. When the mamsa dhatu, the musculature is there, the body is in a stable state. So when it is decreased, there will be a loss of a sensation of the sense organs. The sense organ is going to decrease their activity, and glani, the body ache is going to take place due to the bony structure or increased vata. And spic shushkata, the buttocks or the thigh region or a neck region or a chest region is going to have a shushkata. There will be no fat at all, there will be no musculature at all. The person will see like a emaciated, he is a very weak person, we will see that. And sandhi vedana, due to the lack of musculature, there will be a lack of a stability of the joints and it causes the joint pain. And these are the symptoms of the mamsa kshaya lakshana. And medo dhatu, nothing but the fat, body fat. And what is the vruddhi and kshaya lakshana of the body fat? Vruddhi, tadvan medhas tatashramam alpe api cheshrite shwasam spik stana udhara lambhanam. So when meda dhatu, the fat is excessive in the body, tadvan meda, the meda dhatu, tatashramam alpe api cheshtite. When medo dhatu is increased in the body, then it causes the shrama, the exhaustion, alpe api cheshtite. Even though doing a swalpa cheshta, even though doing a smallest works also, the person will get very tired. And shwasam, due to the excessive medo dhatu, the fat accumulated in the body, it causes the breathing difficulties. And spik, stana, udhara, the in lambhanam. Lambhanam nothing but enlargement or increased in the size. So the increased medo dhatu will cause increase in the size of a spik, nothing but the buttocks, stana, the breast, and udhara and the belly fat, it increases. So person will when we see the person, he will feel like an obese person. Medo dhatu vruddhi is nothing but the obesity. And kshaya, when the medo dhatu is kshaya avasta, medasi swaphanam katyaha plihno vruddhi krishangataha. When medo dhatu, the body fat is going to decrease in a very diminishing manner, then swapanam, the swapa nothing but the emaciation, katyaha, in a thigh region or in a belly region or in pelvic region or in a whole body, it going to do the emaciation. There is a loss of a buttock fat, and there is a loss of a belly fat, and there will be a enlarged plihno vruddhi, enlargement of a spleen is going to take place. Krushangata, krusha nothing but the emaciated person, the weak person. Lakshanas of a krushas will be like stula parva, like the joints are of this krusha person is very prominent. There's not, when we see the krusha person, we can't see anything, like we feel that he's only have a skin and bony structure. So the when body fat is going to decrease, the person attains this kind of a structure. And asthi dhatu, so what is the increased or decreased features of this bony tissue? Asthi dhatu vruddhi, astyadyasthyadi dantascha. When asthi dhatu is going to increase, it adi asti adi dhanta, astyadi astya adi asti adi dhantascha. So it increases the quantity of the asthi dhatu. So there may be a gigantism, it takes place, or the extra growth of a bony tissue is going to takes place, like a spur is going to happen in a body. Adi dhanta, we will see the some of the person will have an extra growth of teeth in the oral cavity, like they are not in a correct manner, they are growing in above the teeth or below the teeth, they will grow in a improper manner. This going to happen when asthi dhatu in a vruddhavastha. And kshaya, what is the kshaya lakshana of asthi? Astnyam astitodaha shadhanam dantakeshanakadishu. Astnyam, so asthi dhatu in kshayavastha, what it happens? Astitodaha, there is a severe kind of a pain in the asthi, the bony pain we will feel. Shadhanam nothing but a falling. So falling of what? Danta, teeth, kesha, the hairs, nakhadishu, the nails. So these are the upadhatu of asthi dhatu. So from the asthi only the danta, the nails, hairs, and the teeth are going to nourishing because of the calcium enrichment. So when the asthi kshaya, so these are all going to takes place. And majja dhatu, nothing but the bone marrow. So what is the vruddhi kshaya lakshana? Vruddhi, majja netranga ghauravam parvasu stula moolani kuryat kruchranya rumshicha. So when majja increase, it causes like majja netranga ghauravam, it causes the heaviness in the netra, the nothing but eyes, chakshusho rakulatva, what we say, that the heaviness of eyes is going to take place. The person is not able to open his eyes, he always feels to the tapping will be there. And anga ghaurava, the body ache or a heaviness of the body is going to take place. Parvasu stula moolani kuryat kruchranya arumshicha. So increased majja dhatu will cause the nodules or the boils at the parvasu in a phalanges. So which kuryat, it will causes. And kruchrat rumshicha, kruchranya rumshicha, which is very difficult to handle. The boils at the phalangeal region will caused by the majja dhatu vruddhi. And arumshicha, nothing but the dryness of the body is going to take place. And kshaya, asnyam majjani saushiryam brahmasthimira darshanam. So when majja dhatu is going to decrease in the body, it causes like asnyam majjani saushiryam, the decreased bone marrow directly affect to the bone, because the nourishing factor of the bone is nothing but the bone marrow. When it is decreased, it will cause the hamper of the asthi. Saushiryam, nothing but the severe kind of a pain in the bones, and dizziness is going to take place. Darkness the Brahma Stimira Darshana, the darkness in front of Brahma is nothing but the giddiness, and Stimira is nothing but the darkness before the eyes the person is going to see. And Shukra Dhatu, nothing but the reproductive aspect of the body, or nothing but the reproductive Dhatu. We can consider as a semen in case of a male, and in a ovulation or a ovum in case of the menstruation in case of a female. So Shukra Dhatu, vruddhi and xaya. So vruddhi, what it happens? Ati stri khamata vruddham shukram shukrashmarim api. So when the Shukra Dhatu in an increased manner, it will cause the ati stri kamata. So excessive desire of a sexual intercourse is going to take place inside the body of that person. He'll urge to have the sexual intercourse more and more oftenly. And Shukrashmarim, due to the increased semen, there will be there may be he may tolerate, or he may suppress the urge of a urination, or he may suppress the urge of a ejaculation also. So it causes the ashmari, nothing but a calculi which may be of shukra, with the shukra or renal calculi is going to take place by the Shukra Dhatu vruddhi. And xaya, shukre chirat prasichet shukram shonitam evava todo athyartam vrishanayor medram dhumayati vacha. So when Shukra Dhatu is diminished in the body, shukre chirat prasichet, the in prolonged ejaculation time is prolonged, the person will not feel satisfied after the intercourse. He will feel like it's very difficult for him to ejaculate the semen. And shukram shonitameva, even though he ejaculates the semen, it is mixed with the blood. And todo atyartam, the excessive pricking type of a pain in vrishana, in the testis, and medra, in the penis region, there will be a excessive pricking type of a severe pain is going to the person will feel. And dhumayati vacha, the hot flashes the person is going to feel during ejaculation, or during urination, or in a normal times also he will going to feel hot flashes inside the penis or in a testis. And these are the vruddhi xaya laxana of a dhatu. So what is the clinical importance of this vruddhi xaya, in why we are studying these? So these are the different kinds of symptoms which usually in the disease poses. So when we having these kind of symptoms, we have to consider the dhatu which has a particular symptoms. So for example, Rasa Dhatu. Rasa Dhatu is vruddhi is there. So shleshmavat, the praseka will be there, alasya will be there, nidradhikyata will be there. So what we need to do? Vatakara ahara vihara we need to administer for the patient. And in a xaya avasta, raukshata will be there, shrama will be there, the emaciated person will be there, and shabda asahishnata. Usually the patient will complain about, I can't tolerate these sounds and I'm feeling very irritated. So what should we do as a doctors? We should administer a madhura rasatmaka dravya always in a irritant position or in irritant situation. Person has to eat a sweet kind of a things which increases the kapha and also increases the rasa dhatu, nothing but the secretion of a dopamine and oxytocin, which are called as a stable and happy hormones. And so these kind of activities we need to administer for the patient. And Rakta Dhatu, when blood is increased or decreased in the body, when blood is increased, it causes many kinds of skin disorders as Visarpa, Vidradhi, Kushta, and Vata Rakta, Rakta Pitta and all. So what should we administer for the patient? Not to eat the lavana and amla rasatmaka dravya, and eat madhura tikta kasha rasatmaka dravya, which causes the blood cleansing, and it doesn't produce the excessive blood also. And in xaya avasta, it causes anemia. So what should we do? We need to give some kind of things or some kind of a dravya which increases the blood instantly, like a beetroot and all we need to administer. And mamsa dhatu, nowadays all the person or anybody is very specific about their body shape, which is mainly based on a mamsa dhatu, nothing but the musculature. So in a vruddhi avastha and xaya avastha, person is not look so beautiful. In order to make them, we need to administer in a vruddhi avastha, we need to administer kashana type of things. The emaciators we need to administer. In xaya avastha, we need to administer the high protein of diet we need to administer. And medu dhatu, fat, the excessive fat, the obesity, and lack of fat, nothing but the emaciation, the weakness. So we need to administer in a vruddhi avasta. We need to give a apatarpana chikitsa. The person is said to be in a fasting, and in a kshaya avasta we need to say that to have a excessive oily food and the brahmanat kind of a nourishing therapy we need to administer. And in asthi dhatu, vruddhi is there, there may be a excessive growth. So calcium, hyperproteinemia like going to take place, like calciumia is going to take place. So decrease in that we need to do by administering the exercise and all. And kshaya avastha, mainly the preceding industries like hair is the main kind of a beauty of the person. So what we need to do when the asthi, though the hair fall is there, we need to directly give the calcium supplements which will almost controls the hair fall and all. And majja, nothing but the bone marrow, we need to give a protein diet. And shukra, nothing but the semen or reproductive reproductive ability diminishing is the in case of vruddhi and kshaya both also. So what we should do, the vajikarana therapy, the rasayanas we need to administer, and ashwagandha, avaleha, churna, and we need to administer the person to do the exercise and do the meditation for all those kinds. So like this we applying the samanya vishesh siddhanta again. So increased manner, so decrease it, decreased manner, increase it, and the person will be attains the dhatu saamyata. Dhatu saamyata is nothing but the healthy state of a person.